The Houston Chronicle published an article yesterday in which they asked, does Galveston have too many cruise terminals? I want to talk about it. Let's get into this. So this right here is the article. It was written by Mr. Chris Gray, and it says, the Port of Galveston is 200 years old this year and bursting at the seams. How many cruise terminals are too many, or is that possible? And my answer to this is absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But with that said, I can at least a little bit understand where they're coming from because parking can definitely be problematic and traffic on cruise days is sometimes hell, absolute hell. If you know, you know. And so while I admit that there are definitely some problems in Galveston regarding cruise terminals and how people are getting around, maybe I'm just really optimistic or a tad bit delulu, but I feel like a lot of these problems just aren't that bad. Yes, they're annoying on cruise day when you have to wait for 10 minutes in order to drop your family off with their luggage. Yes, I have absolutely been stuck for an hour waiting to make that turn. It has happened to me personally. But if the trade-off is having more options to sail out of from Texas, then I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to put up with the cons because the pros, in my opinion, just far outweigh them. I am also well aware that this is coming from somebody who lives around the Houston area and that I'm not actually a Galvestonian. I'm sure Galvestonians have their own very strong opinions. I love you, Galveston. Please don't be too mean. But I personally am just absolutely thrilled that we're getting an MSC option at the end of this year. I love that Texans are able to choose between Carnival and Royal and MSC and Norwegian. This is just so exciting, not to mention Princess and Disney. I think like the bigger issues are if you have too many ships sailing out on the same day. That tends to be where the problems are. I noticed that when I sailed out of Galveston on Norwegian Cruise Line last year, and then I'm sailing out on them again next month, these ships leave on Friday, which I personally love. We had like zero issues coming in on that Friday. It was wonderful. So I think the cruise lines might have to like stage out the days that the ships are leaving on. But other than that, hey, I think the more the merrier. Honey, give us celebrity. Give us Holland America. Give us some Margaritaville. Give us all of the cruise lines. Inject them into my veins. Okay, no, that's a little too extreme, but you get where I'm going. I'm just a big fan of the options, and I'm loving this for Galveston right now. But maybe you feel differently. Do you think that there's just too many cruise ships now in Galveston? Do you think that they should cut back? As always, let me know what you think in the comments.